Hmm? Next point is the GUI based OS. There is a two categories of the GUI based OS. First one is the Windows OS and second one is the Linux OS. Guys, this is the last point. This is the last point of our chapters. Okay, GUI based OS. First one is the Windows OS. Second one is the Linux OS. Guys, Windows OS I have already explained a lot of things like a feature, functions, operation services of a Windows OS in my previous video lectures. You can go through the links and you can see the exactly what is exactly Windows OS with diagram also. Now I right now I'm just explaining the Linux OS. Okay, now before start the Linux OS, what exactly means GUI stands for a graphical user interface. Graphical user interface means what exactly, whenever particular users or particular programmer or operator just interact to a machines or just access to a machine, that time he just user some windows views, some graphical things, some visual things. That is exactly things, that is exactly process is a graphical user interface. Okay, this interface do not use commands. This is just a user some windows views, some visual things, some like text field, buttons, toolbar, menus. This kind of a things is exactly a graphical user interface. Okay, means whenever particular users or particular programmer just access the OS or access the machines, that time he can take a support of a Windows. In that Windows there is a number of things are available like a menu, toolbars, text field, buttons, some graphical things, some visual things. That things through just a particular user just access the OS or access the system. That kind of a process, that kind of situation is a GUI. GUI stands for a graphical user interface. Now what about Linux? Linux is also GUI based OS or also command based OS. Okay, means Linux OS is a GUI OS and command based OS. Means in that Linux we just use a number of command also, and also Linux OS just operator GUI based OS. Okay, now Linux OS is just like a open source OS also. Open source means what exactly, means this particular OS is just like open source, means anyone can easily manage, anyone can easily handle or operate that particular OS is a open source OS, and that particular OS are easily familiar or easily understandable to each and everyone. So that's why this is a public widely accessible. Okay, and this particular OS just rarely affected of a viruses. So that's why Linux OS is a open source OS. Now next one is a this particular Linux OS are used in a PC, servers, mainframes, mobile and embedded devices. This kind of devices we can easily use a Linux OS. Now third point is a support many computer platform including x86, ARM, SPARC, means computer regarding number of platforms available in the market like x80, x86, then ARM, then SPARC. These kind of platforms we can use easily a Linux OS. Now come to here parent OS, which is exactly parent OS of a Linux OS, like a Unix OS. Now who is the developer of a Linux OS? Linux Torvalds. Okay, now license GNU, general public license. These are the exactly things, main things of regarding a Linux OS. Now come to here guys, these are the just three categories of a Linux OS. First one is the Red Hat, second one is the Fedora, third one is the Ubuntu. These are the three categories, and you can say that also these are the the types. Okay, these are the three main types and main categories of a Linux OS. Now, which are the exactly components of Linux OS? First one is the kernel, system library, and system utility. Now, first one is the kernel. Kernel means what? Kernel is just like a main part, root of the OS. Okay, kernel through just handle the number of important things like a file management, protection, security, memory management. All things are happen through kernel in the OS. This is exactly a main part, and this part also available each and every OS also. These are main components. Okay, now next one is the system library. System library is just a special function, special programs. Okay, in that programs available of a number of instructions, number of things. Okay, that instruction through that data through user, particular user just access a kernel. Okay, means you can say that system library is just like a mediator between a user and kernel. Okay, now last one is the system utility. System utility means what? Whenever a particular user just type a number of things, like just type a number of commands, okay, means whatever a particular user or particular operator just typing a number, typing some things, some instructions, some command, some information, that command through that instructions through some information, some files are created in the system. That things is a system utility. Means what exactly? I again repeat, whenever particular users or particular programmer just type some things, sometimes he just typing some program projects, and some he just type number of commands or executions in the machines or in the OS. That time just there is a number of things or number of files are created regarding whatever he just typing. Okay, that things or that contents are nothing but a system utility. Okay, now next point is the features. There is a number of features are available of Linux OS. First one is the portable. Portable means what exactly? This particular OS this particular OS are matchable to any kind of a machines. Okay, means we do not means does not matter what is exactly configuration of a machine. Means these particular OS are matched to any kind of a machines. Okay, we can easily handle or we can easily access that particular OS. Okay, then second one is the open source. Open source I have already explained. Okay, open source just like and these particular OS are just easily familiar, easily accessible, rarely affected of a viruses. Okay, so that's why this is the open source OS. Now next one is the multi-user. Multi-user means what? The number of users can access the particular OS at a time or the same time or simultaneously. That kind of a things is a multi-users operating systems. Okay. Now next is the multi-program. Multi-program means what exactly? Suppose a particular user just access this OS and use this OS. That time he just use a number of programs or number of tasks do the same time. That is the exactly concept of a multi-programming. Means he just work in a internet also. That time he same at the same time he can work also particular project. At the same time he just work on the other tasks. That kind of a things, that kind of a situation is a multi-programming. Now next one is a hierarchical file system. Hierarchical file system means what exactly? Means this OS through you can suppose create a particular file. That particular file you just save in a particular folder. That particular folder you can save in a D drive. Okay, means this kind of a things is a hierarchical file system. Means you can easily navigate, you can easily find out your file in a Linux OS. Okay, that is the exactly things is a hierarchical file systems. Now next one is the shell. Shell means what? A shell is just a special function or special programs. Whenever a particular user just type some commands, some instructions, okay, that command or some instructions regarding some programs are created, some files are created. That particular file through the particular users or particular programmer just connect to a Linux OS or connect to a kernel. That is exactly things is a shell. Okay. Now next one is the security. Last one is the security point. Security means what exactly? The particular Linux OS just provide a number of security things, like he just use what is exactly user ID, what is exactly passwords. That time and also he can provide a number of things regarding a security, like he just provide what is exactly encryption code, then he just provide what is exactly folder locking system. Then he just provide a number of tools for us regarding a security. These are exactly features of a Linux OS. These are the exactly things, exactly simple concepts of a Linux OS.